we've discussed a great deal about the relationship side, which is your favorite, but I want to ask you about the court case side and Jax at work. How did you decide what type of case you wanted to tackle for this season and how much time you would spend there as far as her work balance life that we see as viewers?
Yeah, I am, we initially there was another case that we had and as we were talking to Onyx about, kind of what the case was, they realized we wanted something kind of a little more nuanced and but a little bigger. And so actually with the writers, we came up with this idea of kind of Braden Miller, this, kind of Black, almost billionaire on the cusp, and we added these stakes to it. And I think what I love about the case was, again, I kind of start with character, right? Character is the most important to me. So it really was, once I understood who Braden was, like how he grew up and how he met his wife. And, these are all things that I laid out, a whole situation, how he fell in love with Kalisha, what happened, and really understanding him, not in a judgy way, but really understanding like who he is and why he is how he is. Then I'm able to start, breaking the story down and having him move and understanding, why he does certain things. So to me, that was what was most exciting is creating a dynamic character and then someone who is going to have to interact with Jax. And then the case stuff, is, as far as, kind of like the logistics of the trial and all that stuff, then you start thinking about what witnesses do you want to see Jax go up against? Like, obviously, the character Mike, who's the DA, like, when is he going to win, or what turns do I want to happen in the case? So it was great because the case goes on the whole season. It wasn't like every episode I had to just have case. So I had room to explore her personal life. But really, like a first season show, you're trying to figure out what's the balance. Is this too much case over here, or should we do more personal? And kind of finally, I just, I really knew kind of how I wanted the episodes to lay out, and I knew that some episodes would be more court heavy, and we'd see her more in court, and then other episodes, we get a chance to breathe. And again, I love television. I grew up. I had a single mom, only child. So she was like, here's the television. So I watched a lot of TV. I mean, there's episodes of shows that come on and I could just recite them and everyone's annoyed. So for me, I just always thought about like, what do I want to see and what's the balance that I would want to see? And it's like, okay, I would want to see the court stuff, but then I might want an episode where I have a better understanding of the characters and kind of slow down a bit, or I want to see the husband's perspective. So, as long as, like I said, as long as we were understanding the characters more and more, that was what was most important to me. And then, having someone like Sean, have all these different layers that he brought to the table just made it even, more exciting to follow Braden and figure out like, what is he up to? What is he doing?